Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and this one's gonna be pretty big, actually. Although, by how much we'll kinda have to see, because I've got Satan Clawz back here. And, that's right, it's been a while. It's the mobs of TragicMC2. Otherwise just known as TragicMC in general, because they kinda get repeated across the series of the mod. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure Tragic Nico would really like this one, so yeah. Now the thing is that it does have a wand that has the same purpose as a mob battles wand, or for that matter, trying to use an item from Chocolate Quest to do things, or some other things, so it can force mobs to battle. The thing is, a lot of these mobs have ranged attacks, and you could theoretically have them hit something else along the way and set each other off anyhow, so perfectly fair. So, yeah, I'm going to be starting off with a few of these. Now, I tested some out previously. I didn't get all the way to the conclusion of most, but, oh yeah, I am in the overworld, so weather is a thing. Yeah, I can't have it raining on my parade. Okay. It's good when you need to fish, but otherwise, well, I'm okay with the rain. Most people don't like it, so I'm turning it off mostly for viewers. But anyhow, as I was going to say, these are ones that for some reason or another are pretty much just an eternal tie, because they can't deal enough damage to Satan Clawz to overcome his regeneration, and vice versa, so they just would keep on going forever. So, yeah, everything else, you get some accumulation of damage in one direction or another, and therefore, we'll see how it actually concludes now. So I've kind of got a sizable arena here, again, which is always nice, and that means they can theoretically corner each other against walls. I was doing my testing on the top of the nether again, so I don't know what would happen if they had walls. So let's test that out, shall we? Oh yeah, left it on peaceful from the last time I had to clear them. There we go. However, they won't be so peaceful in about, 5 seconds or less. I'm wondering if any of them can actually damage the arena, because it has a lot of blast resistance, but they tend to attack very explosively. Case in point. Scatter bomb mortars. He can damage them from that position. But can he think of doing it several times in a row? We have to push him off the wall. I might have to push him off the wall. Getting stuck up is a little bit of a different story. Oh, big one. Never mind. Did it himself. But he does like flinging him upwards, so that might happen again. Wow, that was a huge chunk of damage. There's like a 52 in there. Wow, he's going at it like an iron golem now. In the nether, that did not happen. So, Apis is going ape. Yeah? I said that appropriately to his name. He's going ape. He's supposed to be kind of like a divine bull. I'm not sure if he's a deity himself or an avatar or something. That's kind of the lore. Oh, with that huge area blast. Reminds me of the attack on Kingdom Hearts 1 where Hercules did this huge area attack with this divine power. So I'd say Divine Bull is a good description for Apis. Oh, knocked him off. I'll give him a few seconds up there before I interfere, knowing that he can actually knock him off himself now. That all-striking attack whenever he hits for like the whole area with damage from that power blast. Yeah, it's just like an all-encompassing explosion directly around himself. It deals good damage and it flings. It loves to charge punch. Case in point, flung him in my face. But what? Okay. Whoa, he went all out with the shots. But yeah, he's like a sun like a sun deity or a sun avatar or something. He's using his scatter shots for fireballs, but Satan Clawz is kind of fireproof. Kind of. Wow, that was like 36. He is beating Satan Clawz down this time. Whenever I tried this, I actually did kind of admittedly see a conclusion, and it did not go in Apus's favor. But he is about half down. And Satan Clawz has regen, and I don't think he does. But he deals a ton of damage. Yeah, he's going in for the slide punches. He's trying to wall him. Yeah, when he did that, like, juggle, that was awesome. Boink. Satan Clawz has the powerful exploding presence. That reminds me, our big present to the Minecraft community came a little late this time. We finally getting our Nether update. So, yeah. I don't know how that connects with the actual Christmas and Satan Clawz, just saying. Well, this is kind of a semi-diabolical update. But it's actually more beautiful, really. I mean, the Nether is looking like a nicer, prettier place rather than more evil now. So, I don't know. Maybe I just want to see a representation of winter get defeated so that we can finally call this season over. Because it's chilly and I'd like to warm up now. Of course, this guy's warming up the place with all his fire. So that's good news. Yeah, he shocked him loose in one hit that time. It's like, get down from there. He's almost out, though. If he does his directed present shot where he fires directly at the mob he's targeting, then Apus is gone. Well, no, he tried, but then he hit the ridge and knocked himself over. Did Apus force himself into the wall? Because he just suddenly died. Maybe it was a delayed reaction from the shot? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Apus is out. We have plenty more. But it shows Satan Clawz can defeat Apus. I'll just let him regen. Don't worry, a little fall damage isn't going to hurt this guy. A lot will, but a little no. His regen's way too strong. Okay, so our next one will be Emperor, which is another representation of cold, so we'll see how this works. Emperor. I don't know what would happen if a representation of winter beat a representation of winter. Would that really say the season's going over? I don't know. But yeah, I'm still on my winter-themed mob battles, although I had a slight break for a little while. Namely, I just was in the mood to dragon for a while, you know? But Emperor, he fights a lot like an Iron Golem. He loves to do those upper smashes. Oh, wow. He just unleashed the power of a serious cold spell. It's you know, it really reminds me of the Frost Beam attack that the Snow Queen has in Twilight Forest, so yeah, similar move. Just sprayed snow on Satan Clawz. Now, Emperor here also has some regen. Satan Clawz needs to not slack off either. Whoa, super juggle. He is just getting pounded repetitively. I mean, this is like a super juggle. If he gets this guy up against a wall, he just crushes him. How much damage did that deal in a row? Seriously. That's a pretty good chunk of Satan Clawz's life bar. Is this guy really gonna gradually chase him towards another wall and then do that for his real pounding spring? I think he is. I think he's gonna gradually move him towards the wall and then smack him hard, really hard. Well, he does seem to pause between major combo attacks. I don't know what he's pausing for. It's not a lag pause, because this guy's still acting. It's like he's just standing there looking at him like, do I really want to go for it? But then he does. Though he did do that spray attack at least once. Dude, can you do that again? It really got you some distance. I mean, I don't know if it dealt Satan Clawz enough damage to be significant, but it certainly got you some distance pushing him along. Oh, there he goes again. He actually went to my request. But Satan Clawz has regened a lot of HP. Can he wall him? If he does wall him, again, he will deal a lot of damage and might even loop him to death. So far, adding a wall gives him the ability to actually finish the fight. But will he? And just how sparkly are these elves? Seriously. Could they have any more sparkly particles? They're not actually doing much against the TragicMC mobs, I've noticed. Like some others, they'll actually target properly. But against these guys, not really. Are there zombies under? Nah, I think the elves are like altered zombies. That's gotta be why I'm hearing those sounds. Either there really are zombies hiding around here somewhere. This is supposed to be a super flat world, so that would be very contradictory. Going for the wall. Okay, if I push him into it, he does it a lot faster. But, I don't know. Maybe he's having issues with reach, and he can like, sometimes charge into it. It gets to a wall, though. Then he might actually finish him. Wait, is he... Oh, he's doing that again. Way to progress. That actually dealt some damage for a moment. We'll probably regen that anyhow. He's using it more frequently. I guess it's because his enemy is far enough away where he's going, you know, I just have to use my ranged attack. Yeah, but explosive presents are falling on your head. Oh, then again, maybe he can occasionally use it at short range. Oh, that was it. He was trying to juggle him into the air. Actually, these two might wind up more often a tie. Because Satan Clawz is not dealing him much damage compared to his regen. And Imperiah only infrequently gets a good streak. And then Satan Clawz generates that off. These two may also be a tie. So we'll see about that. I mean, if I walk, it's a different story. Because if I'm pushing, then he gets in some serious hits. And if he walls them, he gets in some serious hits. Now, while I could call a wall as part of that, I can't really call me pushing him around as part of that. Although on occasion, because certain mobs fight specifically under a player's control, it's a different story. But these guys are supposed to be more independent. So that's not exactly what I'm going for here. But I can guide him to the wall and just see if he wants to continue. Especially since that guy's regen's enough where he might just max himself back out pretty soon. I got jostled by an explosion. Okay. You're on your own, you two. Will you officially wall him on your own again, or will I have to call this? Because I'm calling it a tie if you can't, like, wall him on your own again with, like, the next major wall. Of course, that was a decent attack. That was just a couple of hits. It wasn't really a good wall juggle. It's just his normal juggle where he just juggles for, like, 2 hits and then stops. I think this guy has more trouble with range than I first thought while I was testing him out. And he pauses so often in between it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. These two are a tie. That's a draw. That is totally a draw. Because I gave him extra opportunities, and he still wouldn't go for it. So that is a draw. But we have some more interesting ones that probably won't be a draw. Including a few that might actually beat him. So let me make sure I'm on normal again. Okay, and this time I'm going with an evil. And yeah, that evil sounding name is for a good reason. It's supposed to be an avatar of evil itself. And it seems to be incredibly aggressive. This is the one that attacked automatically even whenever I was doing testing. The others did have to use the wand. However, this guy he doesn't care about a wand. He's like, no, I'm just gonna attack everything inside. Wither-like, well, why is that doing that? Why is my hand going nuts? Okay, it stopped. I don't know what just happened there. But I know that Nevil is just doing huge hits on Satan Clawz. Just sitting him flying. And also using, like, some dark energy attacks and some interesting spray shots. He also has this huge lightning attack. Oh, there it is. Right on cue. That was literally right on cue. He also... Now, an evil also has high regen as well. What is it a certain attack that he does? I think it's a certain attack that he does that causes my hand to go nuts. That's kind of weird. Is he trying to make a player go berserk or something? Whoa. Is that an evil or Satan Clawz? Because that sounded very diabolic. I like it. It's very appropriate for these two. The essence of evil versus Satan Clawz. It happens with that attack, I think. I'm not doing anything myself, I'm just looking at it. Okay, I looked away from it. And then it stopped doing that. Okay, it's not doing it right now. He's just venting dark energy from his core. He's going like, unleash the essence of darkness and evil. And then he just smacks him like crazy. I think he's the one with that menacing sounding call out. Sounds incredibly villainous. It's a nice looking attack, but it's not dealing much damage overall. Oh, it's a tractor beam. It's a tractor beam, and then he punches him away. That's cool. That little dark energy shot he does doesn't deal too much damage, but it's probably defense penetrating. Whenever I'm holding an item? I'm still wondering what causes that, but it's the first time I've ever seen that happen in a mob battle. Just saying. Now, I've done a lot of mob battles, so what was causing my hand to go absolutely crazy? Does it have to be down? I'm trying to figure the circumstances here. Either way, he is walled. He's using his magic tractor beam, his darkness spray. You are powerful in evil, but I don't know if you can beat Satan Clawz. I mean, you can deal some huge damage, but is it frequently enough? Can you analyze... Well, here we go with lightning. Lots of lightning, might I add. I mean, that is a super thunderstorm. Actually, that can seem to make progress sometimes. So if he does that frequently enough against a wall, he might just take him out. But I don't think he's analytic enough for that. This is one case where him being up there is nothing I need to interfere with, because it just lets him angle easier. It's like he's putting a giant bullseye on him by going up there. Now, can you tractor him down in evil? Can you do it before? Would you like to tractor him off of there? There, you're firing your dark energy shots. I think he countered that present in midair. I mean, did his projectile just collide with Satan Clawz's directed present shot? Yeah, and he did it again by blasting it out with that thing. His like his shadow breath just canceled out one of the presents. This guy's region's also insanely good. I mean, let's face it, these two are top-tier fighters. Oh, lightning storm. So they're totally gonna have additional runs in the arena. I mean, totally gonna be back. Both of them. Of course, I've had him before, so you know he's gonna be a repeater. But seriously. This guy's attacks. Yep. He's totally canceling out those presents in midair. He's just not dealing enough compared to the next time he regens. Unless you keep doing it frequently enough, of course. And long enough. I think there's like a variable time that he does it. Now you're learning. Whoa, I think he is chaining it. Could this be a finish? I was getting ready to declare it. Oh, nope, he went to lightning. I think Satan Clawz is lightning proof. Now he's varying to his other attacks. He had a good streak going. He really did. But I don't think it's going to be maintained long enough. So I think I'm going to also have to declare this to be a draw. I mean, before I saw some moments where he could deal some good damage, but... I mean, does he have to be on the same plane to do that whole knock-up attack? So I'll just shove you down there. I'm just trying to see how he does some of his attacks, but if you hit him for that humongous slam attack... Not that. Well, that is a good one. I mean like the slam, then he was making some progress there, because it's just like this huge hit. Maybe he only uses some attacks whenever he has more range, and some where he's even closer. Right now he's not getting any closer. He's like, if you approach me, I'll whack you, but Satan Clawz tends to maintain position on his own. Oh! He's doing it to this. I had my hand in my air like I just didn't care, and it was because of this guy. Oh, whenever he dances, it makes my hand go crazy. I think wow. Yeah, now he's smacking him around. So if I had more even walls, then he might be able to finish me. So there might be a circumstance. Although those sustained attacks certainly are impressive. So he goes for his melee attack on occasion, but only if they're on the same at the same height level. Okay, I'm trying to figure some good foes for you in Evil. And for this guy. Yeah, the one that I'm apparently pointing furiously at, because you may be. Also generates some explosions around that lightning. Okay, now you're dealing some serious damage. I can get down with that. Oh, juggle! Keep juggling! You might win. Can an Evil finally defeat Satan Clawz? Maybe? He's more than half down? Okay, so if I had a different wall set up, then he could definitely win. Because whenever he gets up here... Because otherwise it's a draw. But either way, an Evil looks like he's not gonna lose. Not the Satan Clawz, anyhow. Whoa. Okay, big attack. He's rushing him down now. I was thinking of pushing him off. He's using some fairly well-sustained attacks. I don't think that lightning really affects him. Okay, I'm gonna push him back down. Because again, I think maybe if he just didn't get cut up... Oh, okay. You slammed him back to the wall. So maybe a cage match in the future. Like a... Okay, that dark... Wow, that shadow breath is exactly like the shadow... It's more like the shadow breath from Abyssalcraft. In later versions of it, too. Okay. Oh boy. He's got some kind of dark crystal with him right now. He's pursuing. But can he juggle? Because I'm thinking cage match in the future. This has been exploratory, might add. So, yeah. Are you going to pursue? Are you going to hit him? Oh, he hit him. Come on, cheer on. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Come on, finish him with a juggle. You know it's what the crowd wants. You can make me cheer, apparently. Yay! Up. Pointed away, it stopped. Maybe the elves are getting in his way. Oh, tractor beam. Can smack? Oh, that's what he's saying. I heard it perfectly at the time. He's saying, come to me. So he's kind of like doing a scorpion with, get over here. Or just going, come to me. But can you do it when he's elevated? Because he's at an angle that should be in your firing solution. You're not going for it. I think it's about time to declare this a draw, because just about every time an evil gets decent ground, Satan Clawz manages to be in a situation to regen. At least in this situation. So, a draw for now. But later on I might cage match this. Yep. He made me cheer again. Yeah, that is so, like, Scorpion doing his harpoon. Because he just reels him in and then just upper smashes him across the field. You're such a Scorpion impersonator. Or a fan. He's a super fan of Scorpion, that's it. But sorry, Satan Clawz is too strong. Then again... Boink. Oh, is he getting... I haven't seen him do that before. Is he losing his patience? What's going on? What is an evil doing? Other than making me cheer mysteriously. I have not seen him break blocks before. It's certainly nothing as tough as this stuff. Because although it's easy to mine, the materials that make up the arena are insanely blast resistant and hard to break to like mobs. I really should make an invulnerable house out of this stuff at some point. Smack. And he's already back up to full health, which, as you could imagine for Satan Clawz, is 666. Okay. I think I've seen enough of this fight going on. I will cage match them at some point. There will be a rematch that will be absolutely epic, but for now I've got to let those two go. I mean, I have other mobs in TragicMC to unleash here, you know. But that guy could sustain himself against ore spawn mobs in all likelihood. Let's just call that a definite. He could definitely do that. Definitely. Like, no doubt in my mind he could sustain himself against ore spawn mobs. So, yikes. Okay. Polaris? Let's see how well you can perform here. You're a little guy, so I'm not very confident you'll be able to do very much for very long. Auto Knight has appeared. Or been used by Polaris. I think as long as he's fighting, it'll be Knight. He like goes invisible and teleports and stuff. So he's got this crazy chaotic style. He took damage. What a tingly type sound, like a bell. Of course, the problem is you never know where he is. Apparently Satan Clawz does. Wow, it's like he multi-imaged himself. He's not. He looks like he's gonna get pounded though. If I could find his HP. Polaris, can you please show up again? I'd like to reveal your HP. This is why sometimes I wonder if the arena is a good idea, because sometimes things get stuck out of the arena. Polaris. There you are. Still took damage trying to hide, huh? That's not very encouraging. You're getting smacked by the guy, and he doesn't... well, to be perfectly fair, there's a exact area where if something hits an explosion, it can get through a pair of diagonal blocks, and he's standing in the exact right spot. So you're gonna get thrashed there. Case in point. One more hit and you're out, Polaris. Just saying. You're trying to hide, but it's just not gonna work against this guy. Yep, he's a goner. Okay. Polaris is so no match for Satan Clawz. Well, at least I can also finally, I was gonna say, finally reset the time. Okay. So he got, he has been defeated. But these last three, oh my gosh. Whole other story. I mean, Skulltar is super strong. And he's got some serious slices with his scythe. He's like a ninja with that thing. Don't worry, I waited for Satan Clawz to regen up to full. Doesn't take long. He has hilariously high regen. And he is getting whooped by this guy. Oh, it's been long enough that I actually need to reset the weapon. Sorry about that. Wow, those jump slashes. He's gonna push him out of the arena. Nope, push him back in. He knocked him back off the wall. He also fires some little mortars on occasion, by the way. And some other shots of his own, so he can do some ranged attack wars, too. He's not just a leaping melee character. So, Skulltar has moves, and he also has some regen, too. In fact, his HP is still maxed out. Satan Clawz is getting pounded. Well, juggle spliced. He's out! He's out! Skulltar has won! He got reaped by the Reaper. Yeah, Satan Clawz is also worth, like, an absolute ton of stuff, so... that happened. Okay. A block of diamonds, dirt, emeralds. I'm just clearing out whatever I can EMC to toss in any pieces of the armor that he dropped. Block of ruby? Oh my gosh. Some things I don't immediately need. But yeah, Skulltar won that fight. Just a furious slash frenzy of scythe attacks. I mean, he was just slicing and dicing. You may or may not have seen the mortars. I mean, maybe. You might have. But he does occasionally fire mortars. Block of redstone, ruby. There's a lot of things that have EMC in TragicMC2. I'm noticing. I think they were probably forged or dictionaried. Not entirely relevant to the fight, but just an interesting note. Also means I can get rid of them very easy by just tossing them into here. Did I just accidentally toss in my... I think I did. Don't worry, remember, linked inventory. So me keeping track of stuff is not going out. But Skulltar has won. So, yeah. So far it's been very interesting. And we still have 2 left. One of which I'm pretty sure will go very, very quickly. But, yeah. Satan Clawz is back in business. And now it's time for him to face the Claymation. This thing is wacky and can actually imitate Skulltar, because he is a shapeshifter. That's his true form. But now he's emulating an Iron Golem. And just watch this crazy fight. But note that he'll always have a texture and particle effect that indicates it's still technically him. He also uses the health of what he turns into as a shield. He can only really take damage in his true form. But, as you've seen from Satan Clawz, he's bound to hit him in that form. So he could theoretically... Oh, wow. I think that's a Queen or King Stin. This is another mini-boss. It deals a ton of damage. Like, a lot of damage. I wasn't really thinking of using this in particular against Satan Clawz, but the fact that as imitating it, he's dealing a lot of damage brings that into a maybe putting these in future mob battles. Because it could be a boss killer. Wow, he's like hitting him with a horn. Up now he's emulating Skulltar, firing some Wither Skeleton Skulls. I think he's prepping to do the slices because he's charging. Oh yeah, he's cutting loose with some serious attacks. He's just raining it on him. Everything he's got is ranged. Okay. He's turning into a little thing that barely does any damage. I mean, sometimes he just changes randomly, even if it's not strategically viable. I mean, look at how much damage he dealt to Satan Clawz while he was Skulltar. Okay, now he's using his true form. Did a few slide punches. Which is kind of Apis' style. Oh, he's an Iron Golem again. See, now that was a dramatic pause. Yeah, things are still... I think he's trying to target one thing, but he was stopped by the elf. Satan Clawz's region back up. But now Skulltar is now re-entering the form selection of Claymation. Took a pretty big hit there. But he's charging in. Elf down. Collateral elf. Okay. He's going in for it now. I believe he's emulating Apis. So slide punches. Or maybe he's something else right now. Maybe he's a Minotaur. It's not quite Apis, but it's like it's a Minotaur-like thing. Emulating Skulltar again. But he's at range, so he's just firing mortars. I think he may actually have more accuracy than Skulltar himself with those mortars. But I'm not sure. Then again, maybe not, because he's just pummeling the wall now. I spoke too soon. Oh, he's going in for some whirlwind slashes with that scythe. He went from great aim to Stormtrooper aim so fast. Dude, go back to targeting school. Well, you got in a few good hits. I'll give you that. But he's taking some blows back. Okay. He's going Minotaur form again. Or whatever that is. I think it's a Minotaur. good streak. He has some forms that can do some good streaks. But whatever this form simulating has over half its shield health down. But now that's clearly Apis. And as you saw before, he deals a lot of damage. Oh, juggle. You got some slight... He just kind of posed for a moment. I don't know if he did anything particular. Oh, maybe he's emulating Apis's attack, but doesn't quite get the animation right whenever he does the big explosion all around him. Now he's Skulltar again. He's chucking Wither Skull. Now those have accuracy. I think the mortars just in general have decreased accuracy. Oh, Satan Clawz had a rare whiff. Usually he's got pretty good aim with that direct present. Okay, getting in with the slices. Also taking some hits. Oh, now this thing is invulnerable unless you hit its fireballs back at it. And if he's emulating that defense, then it's temporarily where it's just like, I was going to say, it's kind of a tie for a while. Because, okay, he did deflect it, but it didn't hit him. So there is a lucky shot opportunity, but it's so low. Because the one he's emulating now, Kitsune Kuma, it's basically a tie if you use Kitsune Kuma directly. Because he deals too low damage to keep up with Satan Clawz's regen, and Satan Clawz will almost never actually hit him. Because he can almost never get that projectile reflected back for a nice direct hit. But basically you attack him you counterattack him gas style whenever you meet him in the nether if you fight the actual creature that he's emulating. But again, this is one of Claymation's alternate forms. This is one that's interesting. Turns into this skull thing and just does rapid fire Wither Skulls. Yeah, look at those cluster shots. Some of them were like triples. It doesn't have as much health to act as a shield though, so it gets pounded out fast. Back to his real form. And he went in for a rush. Oh, it's that little thing. That's not particularly lucky. Up, back to his normal form. He realized it wasn't effective. He's going in for the rush punches. Or slide punches. He's got the pose. Yeah. Oh, he's not in his normal form anymore. He's back to being a Minotaur. I think did he transition to punch? Or just in between them? I'm not sure. But whenever he's in this form, he doesn't deal as much damage. But he does emulate the damage of the form and other stats of the form he's taking. What just got blasted? Was there just like a random creature around here that just got wailed on? What is he now? He's bouncing all over the place. What even are you, Claymation? Okay. I'm not sure what he's doing. This is a phenomena I haven't seen before. Satan Clawz, I think, is... no, he just doesn't know where his opponent is. He's like, where did he go? Well, to be perfectly fair, he just suddenly leapt across the entire stage and invalidated my idea that Claymation would possibly get on a good streak and just have enough forms in a row to make progress. But with something this literally far away, yeah, he finally got out of that. I was gonna say, with something that was that far away, it gave Satan Clawz enough time to regen all the way up the floor. Yeah, that's what he's doing when whenever he does that pose, is it doesn't like have like the energy effect around him whenever he's doing that. So he doesn't get the animation perfect. Okay, next time Satan Clawz has enough of a break to regen all the way up. Oh, then again, good juggle. Oh, this form's pretty nasty. Now, if this one cornered him, it would be over in a hurry. Whee! He flew. Slow pursuit. That is a lot of damage. He just pokes him for like 23 plus damage, and the fall damage from that alone was like 12 plus. He's doing the little form. Maybe you can rush him into a wall and then turn into the big thing. But just the fact that he was that bouncy thing all over the place for so long really let Satan Clawz get all the way back up. So he can have some pretty unlucky runs. Do I get drops for the forms he emulates when they're defeated? Is that what's going on here? How are you not hitting him? Okay, it was just a lag spike that was very weird. Also, special note, in that form, he's going to be insanely fast. Okay, we're back to the draw. Literally, the draw. I will have to consider that another draw, but one that also shows just how powerful both of them really are in both offense and defense, because that was all over the place. So, that was insane. Just totally insane. And I keep accumulating stuff from these fights, so I do have to purge periodically. Try to find anything that I could just EMC away. Some of this is back from whenever I was doing some ore spawn fights, apparently. Because I had, like, water dragon scales in there. Like, seriously, that was from a while back. Or was it? Maybe something glitched out and just gave me those items. That would be weird if it got the IDs mixed up. Of course, this is 1.7.10. It's known for that kind of craziness. So, yeah, it's not like I wouldn't expect that to happen. But so, Claymation was a tie, but he did have some good streaks where he was able to cause a lot of damage. Although it really depended on his form at the time. But here's where it gets crazy. This is it, folks, the big finish. Because I know that there was... the Skulltar was able to take him down before, but this is one pretty much guaranteed to do the job. Because this is the Overlord. It's been a while since you've seen him. But he's also just about invincible, so this is going to be a terribly one-sided fight. I just want to watch Satan Clawz get knocked again. And did I mention that they're also naturally rather aggressive? He's already trying to beam him. I don't know if it'll actually target lock properly. Oh, yes it will. Hey, naturally got him set off. But yeah, how you fight the Overlord, and this brings me to the point of mobs with superior defenses, is how you're supposed to fight the Overlord is you defeat these things, and then at some point they'll kind of give you this special status that you can use to actually damage the Overlord as a player, and like in another phase you get that status in a different way, in like this final phase you get in yet another. So you're trying to get a certain status over periodically that allows you to damage the Overlord, and he does have certain types of damage limits and almost like set points in his HP. So it is a crazy fight, and I don't know when I'll get around to doing it in survival, or if I'll actually ever get to beat him in survival. Because this is officially the department of crazy, in terms of fighting. But, well, at least I can use this as a special prize. And it looks good with my armor. But, yeah, so he wasn't the only one that won. Remember, Apis did get smashed in the end, but he did do a lot of damage along the way. And Evil had some good streaks, but in the end, it still came out to the fact that neither could really overwhelm each other's regeneration long enough to mean anything. Polaris got smacked, just plain and simple. In fact, he tried to hide, and he still got smacked. Skulltar won. He flat out won. He used some serious scythe moves and won. So, yeah. The Claymation eventually kind of went back to that whole draw phase. Imperiah, I thought originally might make some good streaks, but turns out, overall, not as much as I first thought. Time Controller and Kitsune Kuma and Ager, all three I tested previously, and I knew for a fact they would reach that kind of draw where they just weren't dealing enough damage to each other in time. And Kitsune Kuma is just like pretty much invulnerable to Satan Clawz in the first place, so they just wind up walling each other off. But of course the Overlord just smashes them super hard. Like, even if he had the ability to damage the Overlord, the sheer amount of damage that those Seekers do that assist the Overlord is just too much. Because those beams, once they got started, you saw that they just wrecked Satan Clawz, so you know what I mean. And here's a little preview of what it's like to fight the Overlord. See, that's the status I'm after. Sorry for the sound, but we know how it goes sometimes. Yeah, it takes a weapon like this just to open him up. And then it gets progressively more nuts. Because this guy, you have to wait until he glitches out and then gives you this little distortion that allows you to harm him. Because otherwise, yeah, this fabulous weapon does nothing whenever he's like this. Unless I get that specific effect, he's invulnerable. So, special note, that's why it's terribly one-sided to go up against the Overlord. So, in case anybody requests it, there's your demonstration. So, for now, I'll be logging off against this, along with this enormous guy that just shows that, yeah, there's always that absurd tier, absurd tier that's just insanity. Although I don't think he'll naturally attack too many things otherwise this time, so. Then again, I guess he is that aggressive in his second form too. Yeah, in his combat mode, he is also absurd. Wow, I don't even think that explosion dealt any damage to him anyhow. But of course, I knew that because, as I said before, unless you got that status, you can't really harm him. But Satan Clawz tried. He hit him. He actually hit him. It just didn't do anything. So this is why I usually test these things out, is because you can have situations like this. This time I knew in advance, but I still just wanted to show it. So, yeah, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from y'all later, and bye for now, everybody.